Hey guys, as promised, today we are going to be talking about Starters by Lissa Price. This is a dystopian novel, and for those of you out there who have no idea what that means, think of books like The Hunger Games, or The Giver, or Fahrenheit 451, things where society is supposed to be great, but really it sucks. The setting of Starters is this post-war state, a war that ended up killing pretty much everyone from the ages of 20 to 60. Everyone in that age group gone, dead. So that means that there are a lot of kids out there who no longer have any family, hence unclaimed minors. They're living on the streets, and yeah, things really aren't that good. Our main character, Callie, is 16 years old, and she's one of those kids out on the street, and she is with her 7-year-old brother, who also happens to be sick. She hears of this place called Prime Destinations that will give her a huge payout, which would allow her to have a home and provide for her brother, and everything would be great. The only problem is the way that Prime Destinations works is that they insert a chip in the back of your head that allows an Ender, or senior citizens of this world, to borrow your body to relive the glory days and be young again. Yeah, you can see why she might be a little hesitant. Basically, in this hour of desperation, Callie thinks it's worth the risk. She goes ahead, she gets all cleaned up, gets the chip inserted into her head, and her first rental begins immediately. It's as easy as falling asleep. Or so they make it seem. But things get a little crazy when Callie wakes up in the middle of her rental in a place she's never been before, surrounded by people she doesn't know. And she soon finds out that her renter had more in mind than just reliving the glory days. And not only that, Prime Destinations is much more sinister than she could have ever imagined. You'll have to read the book to learn more about their evil plot. So I've read quite a few dystopian novels, and so this fits well in there, but the thing that I liked about this is that it was a unique idea, even though you have similar feels as other dystopian novels, because they all have a very similar feel. It's a very unique idea. I didn't think it was bad. It was a good story, but for me it didn't earn higher than a 3, and I think that was just personality, really. I think this is a book that will be well liked by lovers of this dystopian genre. It fits in there perfectly. So if this is your cup of tea, you'll love it. I mean, you have your science fiction aspects in there with a chip going in the brain and all that. There's thrills, there's mysteries, so this book really does have a lot to offer. Just, for me, it landed about the middle of the scale. There was one element of the story that I didn't necessarily care for, but I think that was just a personal preference. I don't want to go into too much detail, because the good thing about that element is that it threw in this twist in the end that I did not see coming. So, I mean, for that reason, it was good, but it's, for me, I'm just like, I don't need this element of the story. But I feel like I can't go into details because I don't want to give you spoilers, so just read the book and you'll probably figure it out. So basically, if you're a fan of books like The Hunger Games or Divergent or things like that, then Starters may be the book for you. Pick it up and give it a shot. The next book on our list is Enders. In conclusion, read a book, eat a cupcake, and love life. Setting up the camera. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. That awkward moment when you didn't realize that the corner of your bed was in the shot the whole time, but you're too lazy to refilm all of that. So I hope you all enjoy seeing the corner of my bed.